Okay, y'all, I'm finally back getting around to this. There's the points. They're all burned up. Condenser all burned up. So I got a new set of points. We guessed at these points, but they look pretty close. We guessed at the points, but they look extremely close here. So we're gonna pull them out and see just how far off they are. But I think they're gonna be all right. They look the same to me. So that's the points I'm using. And that's the condenser. Oop, that's the condenser I'm using. So we'll see. That makes it start off. No, I'm not using new housing. I ain't taking that out to put the new one in. And the dog's going crazy. He wants to kick. She wants the ball. So it's back there. It's a pain. I can't get y'all in there with me, but just know I'm doing it. And this is what I'm putting in. I've already put that in. Basically, I just loosened that bolt there and slid that new one in there like so, and tighten the screw back up. This one, you stick it on this screw first, then you swing that in, and it puts pressure here, and you set the gap there to what you want it. Mine was something like that. So I'm gonna set my eye. I don't have my feeler gauges here. I do have a dwell meter. I can set it after the fact. There's a little door basically that you can open in the distributor cap and turn this with an Allen wrench, and that will set the dwell, which sets the how long they stay together. I believe it might be how long it stays apart, but you can set the dwell in them. See that little door there in the cap? That's what that's for. These older ones, you got to set that. So, but we'll get that set. But first, I want to see if it even runs. It might not run. I know it's not getting any spark, so that's the first thing to do is change these points and condensers. Second thing would be change the distributor. I mean the cap and the button and the wires and the plugs. But in all reality, there's hardly any chance that all 8 spark plugs are bad. So I'm gonna put this in there and see what happens, and I'll get back with you. Okay, y'all, we got a totally screwed up setup, but this is what we're working with. We got a gas tank. It's got a little bit of air pressure in it, okay, from my little Milwaukee pump. So I got that. It's running into this line here. It's running down here, running through a filter, running into the carburetor. Okay. So I got that going for me. I ain't using ether yet. I've got jumper cables from this truck to that truck, running that. Okay. This is my choke. I pull my choke out. Okay. Come on, baby. She don't want to go. She don't want to go. I'm gonna put a little more air pressure in my fuel tank here. Push fuel a little harder. See what we can do with that. Yo. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Okay. So I keep running out of air pressure. I gotta keep pumping air in it. Okay? I had to take the choke off because the choke's flooding it. which it's supposed to. Okay, butterflies open and the carburetor. That's why I was just checking. Now, look at this. You see my air pressure? It says it got 30 pounds. What's the RPM gauge? Come on. Okay, we got to wait. It has started. I got 30 pounds of air. Sounds good. Listen to this. There you go. That's your trailer brakes. Yeah, I got them there too. So I got brakes on it. I have not tried the transmission. I have not actually tried the brakes. Yeah, the clutch rod ain't hooked up. That's right. So the clutch ain't gonna work. We'll have to work on that. But the motor will run. I done started it 5 or 6 times and you see my air pressure's back down again. Down below, whatever. So it will run, the oil pressure's good, everything's good, and it's not knocking, it's not making any noise. Everything's running on it. Looks good, sounds good. That's what the problem is. I'm all the way out of air pressure on my fuel tank. Still no air in it. That Schrader valve, I can't thread that on there. I need to, and it'll be good. Okay, I'll go get the air line. Bring it all the way out here just for y'all to see. Okay, y'all. I put more gas in it. I pumped it up. Choke out. Got plenty of air pressure. I don't know why she ain't wanting to start. She started easy for me. Well, battery dead now. We gotta let it charge a little more. We'll get it on camera running eventually. I promise you, it's running. Okay, y'all, we got this thing started up, and you know, it ran for a few seconds. We got it to run long enough where we could hear that the motor was good. Get it all ready here. I don't know. I'm looking for a radiator for it. You know, just the radiator was missing, so I don't know exactly what's going on there. And the carburetor and the distributor is kind of made together, if that makes sense. There's a hard vacuum line that comes from the carburetor back to the distributor, And my understanding is if you change one, you have to change them both. So I'm going to be looking into that. I don't know what to do there. I don't know if I can change them both out to like a 350 style. I believe the distributors are the same in a 350 and this 366, even though this is a big block supposedly. I believe the distributors are the same. If the distributors are the same, I'll put an HEI distributor in it and then go ahead and put a like an Edelbrock carburetor or something on it and go that route. But as of right now, I'm not exactly sure. It looks like that's the same from what I'm reading on the internet. So I'm thinking about going that way and finding me a, I'm trying to find a factory radiator. You know, everybody's wanting to sell aluminum radiators now, and I'm trying to find some kind of factory radiator for it. And I ain't been able to find one yet. I've been looking around trying to find some of these trucks in the junkyard or somewhere to, you know, see what exactly you're working with. But I ain't found nothing yet. If you happen to have one of these trucks, a fifth wheel truck, not a like a semi, not a dump truck or a flat truck or a straight truck or none of that stuff. That stuff is easy to find. This is a 64, 65, 66. All of them is the same body style. Semi trucks. Now, you can find the ones before that in the 50s, and you can find the ones after it in the 70s. But for some reason, you can't find these 64, 65, 66s. I was starting to believe they didn't even exist till I found this one. So if you happen to have one, shoot me some pictures of it. I'd like to see it. If you know where there's some at, let me know. I'd like to know about them. Like I say, this one come a long way to me, and it seems to be working. But shoot me some information on it if you got any. Subscribe to the channel, give me a thumbs up for filming it, and we'll catch you on the next one.